Hey guys, Zell here, and welcome back to some more Nikke. Now, I know I said I was gonna most likely not be back till the event, but I figured I wanted to do a bond event. But first, let's do a friend point summon and see if we can get an SSR. Come on, can we get an SSR in a single? I've done it before, and the last one was Mary. No, we cannot. Is that at least? No, this idle son. Oh my god, I actually got that right. I just said one of the first names that came to mind. It wasn't our honorary pilgrim either. Dang it. It wasn't Peanut. I had to think on that name for a second. But yeah, it was Idle Son. Okay. Now, there are a lot of girls' stories that we could do. I just now realized that I could also do Blonde in Noir. But I have one set in mind of what I want to do today. But either way, anyone who's rank 10 plus, we can do. So, we can do a lot of them. Signal's almost there, Breed's almost there, so is Miranda. Celine's getting there, kind of. Yunhua. We have a lot that we can do. Our Chunibyo girl is rank 6 currently. She's almost at the requirement. We could do the smug pilgrim tank, Noah. Or as everyone calls her, Gremlin. So yeah, anyone who's rank 10 we can currently do. There's a lot. I can have a lot of fun. Either way, today we are gonna have some fun with the horny, down bad nun herself, Rapunzel. Now, I will say this. If the next event comes out, and if it is, again, part 2 for summer, if they bring us Rappi's outfit, whether it's for free or they give us a new version of her, I'll do Rappi's Bond story next. Or if we get Ani's, I'll do Ani's. Now some would say, why am I not going to do Neon? She's 10. Yeah, I didn't get Neon, so I'm kind of, a bit salty on that. Albeit I only did one 10 shot. But I mean, hey, if she wanted to come home to her, she show, then she should have already done that. I'm not really salty, but yeah. It's just because I didn't get her summer variant. If Rappi gets one, I'll do hers. Now, there are 2 things I want to know in this story. If she mentions anything about her friend Red Hood, who again is the one who apparently got her to become as down bad as she is because of the books that she gave her. And if we have some fun with the nun under the sun for everyone to see. So yeah, the sandstorm. Bleh. My mouth is full of sand. That's because you keep talking. Commander, are you okay? I'm... What's going on here? I wasn't told there would be a sandstorm. You told us there are all sorts of extreme weather around these parts. You said that it didn't matter, remember? Okay, I'm gonna try to stop doing that part. The dust storm starts to intensify. The winds are picking up. Hold on to anything you can find. It feels like I'm gonna get blown away. How do you have that much sand in your mouth, or do you just love spitting instead of swallowing? What? You're not making sense. Commander, grab my hand. Commander, My body aches all over. The inside of my mouth is bone dry thanks to the sand. But I no longer feel the force of the assaulting winds. It's as if I've been moved elsewhere, somewhere safe. I feel a warm breath on my face. It's familiar, but I can't quite place it. Oh god, she's panting already. We just started this. As it draws nearer, the breathing becomes more ragged. Is she, perchance, giving us mouth-to-mouth right now? What's happening?
Huh? You're awake? Oh, that was close. I was worried you might not wake up.
What were you about to do to me?
Well, you were unconscious, so I thought I'd give you give you mouth-to-mouth. Resuscitation, that is. What are you looking at me like that for? You don't want me to keep going, do you? Well, I never. But I am a Nikke after all. I cannot disobey the commander's orders. Fight and do your worst. Have your way with me. But I won't give in without a fight.
You won't. Something tells me you would. Those hearts in your eyes tell a different story. Thank you for saving me.
I should be the one thanking you, giving me the opportunity to look at this gorgeous face. Well, no. I mean, think nothing of it.
Where are we?
Inside a building. I was passing by and happened to notice you, so I dragged you inside here.
Did you see any of the others?
No, you're the only one I found. So you weren't alone?
No.
Well, communications have been disrupted due to the high concentrations of alpha particles. If we want to contact them, we'll have to get to a radio tower. There's one nearby. Would you like me to take you there?
Don't you have your own mission to take care of?
Sure, but I can't just leave your teammate behind. So let's get moving. Voila! The radio tower. Told you to be quick.
And you didn't even need an operator. Very impressive.
Well, we've lived our entire lives up on the surface after all. I know this terrain like the back of my hand. Not as well as some other people, though. Come on, you should contact your team.
I take the combi link from my phone and connect it to the control units.
Wow, I didn't expect you to be so familiar with this kind of facility. Someone as skilled as you must have the pick of the litter when it comes to Nikkes.
I mean, I can have any Nikke I want in my counters team, yes? We got through.
Commander, do you copy? Yes. We got through. I'm glad you're okay. How is everyone? We're all fine. Are you alone?
I came across Rapunzel.
Oh, you're with members of Pilgrim. What are your coordinates? We'll be there soon.
Aw, but I want to be with her for longer, by myself. Okay, seriously. It never wants to close.
This place won't make a good rendezvous point. It's crawling with raptures. I'll find some place safer to meet up. Could you lend me your phone? It'll be easier if I just tell them myself.
I hand Rapunzel my phone. Oh boy.
AKRC 149.254.
Commander, tell me your coordinates. I didn't see that part.
Roger. That's a bit of a hike. 2 to 3 days, I imagine.
Rapunzel? You want to spend 2 to 3 days with me before, you know... okay. Can we trust a pilgrim to look after you in the meantime?
Absolutely.
Excellent, we'll set off right away.
Hey, how is everyone's underwear holding up?
Rapunzel, what are you doing? Oh, please let her actually answer this.
Just making sure.
Huh?
I'll need you to provide visual confirmation.
Okay, Rapunzel, I'm liking where you're taking this. Have us take a snapshot of the panties and show it to me, okay? Wait, it just ended there? I snatched my phone back from Rapunzel.
Sorry, it just slipped.
Uh-huh. Roger, we'll get right on that. No! Come on, Commander, no! She was actually gonna do that! Commander, is everything okay over there? Yes, it's fine. Everything's fine. Alright. See you at the rendezvous. Could you please escort me to the rendezvous?
Of course. Am I walking too fast for you?
A bit, but I can still keep up.
Wow, really? I'm impressed. I've been walking fast on purpose. Don't worry, it's not because I want you to pass out so I can take advantage of you. I just want you to watch me from behind as I walk.
For a second, I thought she was actually going to say that.
I just want to find a campsite before sunset, so try and keep up.
I'll try and enjoy it as long as I can.
Will you? What if you can't? What if you give in to your desires? No, it can't be. Your eyes gleam as you draw closer and closer. I'm powerless to resist. Very well then, take me.
I love Rapunzel. I'm so glad that she came home while I was pulling for Dorothy.
Yes, just like that.
How much longer do we have?
Until you succumb to temptation. If that's what you want, you can do it anytime.
Until we get to the campsite.
Oh, about a few hours. We'd better pick up the pace.
Okay.
Very well. Let's keep moving.
3 hours later.
How are you holding up?
I'm a little thirsty. Yes, and what am I gonna quench my thirst but Rapunzel's, yeah.
Yeah?
Rapunzel looks around.
Let me see. Ah, yes, there it is. Hold on.
Rapunzel walks into a building off in the distance. Please tell me she's not gonna come back with a bottle filled with her spit? Or her other liquids? After a while, she returns with a glass of water. Yes, where did this magical liquid come from? Or that other liquid?
This is for you.
Where did you get this?
Some of these buildings still have running tap water. I've memorized which is which. All I could scrounge up was one glass. It may not be the cleanest, but it should be enough to wet your whistle. Well, bottoms up.
What about you?
You of all people should know Nikkes don't necessarily have to drink anything. Go ahead. Don't worry about me.
I drink some water. It's nice and cool. My thirst is quenched and I feel incredibly refreshed.
Feeling better?
I hand Rapunzel the rest of the water.
It is okay, you can finish.
I've had enough. I mean, hey, this could be an indirect kiss then for her.
Uh-huh, thanks.
Indoors 2 hours later.
Okay, let's pitch a tent here. You okay?
I need some rest.
Shh. You think I'll fall for that old trick? You're just feigning exhaustion so you can cozy up next to me. Then you'll give my hand a squeeze and stare deeply into my eyes. And then you'll make your move. Oh yes, don't stop.
There's something I can't figure out.
What's that?
You're guaranteed to encounter raptors within an hour of being up on the surface. But we haven't run into a single one on the way here.
So you noticed?
Rapunzel touches her hair.
It's thanks to my hair. Every strand of my hair is a jammer that disrupts communications. A single strand is weak, but when they come together, they work highly efficiently. That's why we didn't run into any of our rapture friends. We won't need to set up any decoys around the campsite either. What do you think? Pretty convenient, eh?
Very impressive.
You can sleep safe and sound tonight. Well, time to hit the hay.
I lie on my back, but I can't fall asleep. Maybe I'm just too exhausted.
Can't sleep? Oh, what am I going to do with you? I suppose there are ways I could make you more comfortable. I'll help you with that.
It's alright.
How about I read to you then? I've been reading a book lately.
Is it a doujin?
It's about the first rapture invasion.
Go ahead.
Okay. Ahem. One day, the sky filled with red dots. All was crimson red as far as the eye could see. That's when I realized that each one of those red dots was an eye. I was beside myself. Something is inside had told me the fact. The human race was doomed. We were completely unprepared. In an instant, everything was taken away from us by this sudden attack. I felt hopeless. There was nothing I could do. In desperation, I looked to the love of my life and uttered what would almost certainly be the last sentence I would say to her. Let's get it on one last time. What do you say?
I knew it. This story seems to be veering off in a weird direction.
You think so? Maybe it's because I wrote that last part. This is where it starts getting good.
Actually, I feel pretty sleepy now. Come on, I want to see the rest of this book.
Oh, you do? I'll tell you the rest of the story tomorrow, then.
Sounds good. After I clear my head, I realize just how exhausted I am. I'm confident I'll fall asleep in no time.
Forgive me.
I hear Rapunzel whispering softly. I squint in a direction. She is kneeling in prayer.
Please forgive me.
It seems she's making a confession.
Please forgive me for my sick and twisted fantasies about Believer.
Oh, come on, what's sick and twisted about you wanting to make sweet, sweet love with your Believer? What's wrong with that? A lot of girls really want to do that, especially the bunny girls as of late.
All those thoughts about... All those thoughts about F-U-C-K-I-N-G and putting a...
Oh, crap.
And putting a D-I-L-D-O all the way up into...
What is this last one? What is this last one? I think the second one is what I just did. All the way up into... It's a 4-letter word. If it was 5, I could assume it was that word. It's not a 3-letter word, so it's not that. It's not the other 5-letter word either. I mean, I guess the other word for this side would be A-N-U-S. All the way up into... See, what is missing... You see, what is missing, though, is the M... is the my. All those thoughts about, yeah, putting a blank all the way up into blank. It's missing my right here. Okay, look, I obviously don't know what the heck this says. So I'm just going to assume that they were supposed to have a my right here. And then this is the A one.
I just can't help myself. I'm afraid that I will not be able to restrain myself in these fantasies. Every time I see their face when they're asleep, it's as if they're just waiting to be defiled.
Wait. I'm waiting to be defiled? What? Please tell me you're not talking about my A instead of your A. Oh god, now I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, that's it. More, more.
Better be careful not to actually fall asleep. The next day.
How did you sleep?
Great, thanks.
Uh-huh, that's nice. I stayed up all night to make sure you were safe.
You did? I really appreciate that.
Alright then, let's make our way to the rendezvous. Can we stop somewhere along the way?
Is it important?
Yes. I can sense it. Death is in the air.
Rapunzel continues onward, not uttering a word. Are you okay?
Yep.
She begins to walk faster and faster, until we are nearly jogging. After a while, I can pick up the strong, choking smell of gunpowder in the air. Was there a fight? Music?
It's just as I thought.
So there was.
Yes, there was a fight.
It is utter devastation. Broken items lay scattered on the cracked floor along with totaled raptures. There are many Nikkes who have been slain.
Please, can you check if there are any sisters still alive?
I'm on it. Rapunzel and I checked the Nikkes on the floor one by one. 10 minutes later.
None. Could you wait just a moment?
Rapunzel kneels in front of the fallen Nikkes. She places her hand upon one of their heads.
How unimaginable your pain must have been. Your suffering is at an end. It's all over now. I am here with you. May you rest in peace.
Golden particles arise from the heads of the fallen Nikkes. They float in the air for a while, and disappear into Rapunzel's rosary. What were those particles?
Believe her. Could you help me lay my sisters to rest?
What do you need me to do?
Regardless of their appearance, do not divert your gaze. Take them and make it so that they can lie with dignity. Then pay tribute to them. You may leave the rest to me.
I understand.
Thank you.
I begin to do what I was told. The faces of the fallen Nikkes tell a story of those who fought until the very end. After putting their bodies in a more dignified position, I pay tribute to them. Many thanks to all of you. Rapunzel kneels beside the Nikkes. While reciting a prayer, she guides the golden particles to the rosary. She recites the prayer for each one of them, leaving no one out. At last, she stands up.
It's getting late. How about setting up a tent here tonight?
All I can hear is a crackling campfire. A pensive Rapunzel seems lost in her thoughts. Rapunzel?
Yes?
They're in a better place now. I know today was difficult for you.
Yes. I'm sorry for my impudence. But could you do me a favor? It's a perfectly normal request. You don't have to give me that look.
What is it?
Can we make another stop before heading to the rendezvous point? I'll protect you along the way, of course, so you mustn't worry about that. Even if it costs me my life.
What for?
The hometown of one of my sisters is not far away. When she was still a human, that is. You've seen the golden particles flying into my rosary. Those are the nymph of my sisters. I keep the nymph of my sisters who have embraced their eternal rest within my rosary. With that nymph, I can glimpse into the deepest recesses of their memories.
So the reason you rub on the surface is too?
Yes. To lay to rest my sisters who have perished all alone on the surface. To offer them as much consolation as I can.
That's very kind of you.
I am only sorry that there is not more that I can do for them. You might be wondering why it is so urgent that I visit my sister's hometown. If I do not do so at once, I will forget.
What?
Believer, my memories are chained to the past.
What is that?
Except for the past year, I can only recall that which had happened long, long ago. There are a few Nikkes, myself included, who have unique brain structures. For every new memory we create, a previous one is lost. Our total memory capacity is limited, and it will continue to decrease as our brain ages. As you know, some of us witnessed the first rapture invasion. Time has taken its toll on us. We are continuously creating new memories. When our brain gets to the breaking point, to avoid a memory overload, we will automatically experience the so-called mind switch.
Well, that mind switch was brought on by emotional shock.
For most, yes, but not for me. Perhaps there are some abnormalities in the nymph. I am unsure of the details.
Have you ever experienced a mind switch?
No, never. To prevent my memory from overloading, I only retain parts of my memories and delete the rest. As a result, I can only remember events that occurred during the prior year. Tomorrow, I'll forget everything that happened 1 year ago. So I must not delay in laying my sisters to rest. If I do not seize the opportunity when the memory is still fresh in my mind, I am certain to forget it in time.
I see. Let's put them to rest.
Thank you for understanding. You truly are exceptional. Every time I look at you, I feel at ease and a sense of peace washes over me. I cannot fully describe it. It feels as if I miss the old days. Did we ever meet in the past?
Oh? I don't think so.
It can't be. We must have. You knew full well that I would forget everything a year later. So you forced me to succumb to your will. My mind may have forgotten, but my body tells me otherwise loud and clear. How else would I have this sense of nostalgia? You beast, how could you do such a vile thing to me? That's it, right there.
Other than the past year, you said you also have memories of the distant past.
Yes, I remember that which was recent. And I also remember events from long, long ago. Nothing in between. However, time stops no man or Nikke, and the gap between these 2 points in time is widening.
I'd love to listen to your stories about what happened during the first Rapture invasion.
I'm sure they just bore you to tears.
Please.
If you insist. It was a peaceful day as usual. Then hordes of raptors plummeted from the sky. They were completely alien to us at the time. We had no way of communicating with them. It seemed their entire purpose was to eradicate mankind. Their sole aim was to wipe out our entire civilization off the map. Even the most powerful military forces were powerless against them. Thus, we were doomed to suffer. Several years later, campaigns were launched all over the world in search of suitors. These so-called suitors would fight against the raptures. They were deemed to be mankind's last hope. In the end, I was one of the several individuals selected to be a suitor. Not long after, we were reborn as Nikkes. We started to fight back against the raptures that had driven mankind to the brink of extinction. We were referred to as goddesses. It all seemed a bit childish when you think about it.
Who were your teammates?
Snow White Doll, Scarlet, Dorothy, Red Hood, and Lilith. Despite all the pain and misery we endured, we were happy together. We trusted each other, relied on one another. We all shared the same sense of purpose. Yes, whenever I look back on those days, I miss them terribly.
Did you have a leader?
Yes, Lilith. She was like a big sister to us all. She'd always ride us hard. And she was tough as nails. Even Scarlet, who was gung-ho about fighting, was no match for her. Snow White always followed Lilith around, calling her all sorts of nicknames.
Snow White?
Yep. Didn't expect that, did you?
Sure didn't.
That's the great thing about reminiscing. It lets you see things from a different angle. Also, our commander.
Commander?
Yes, he was the very first commander. One of your predecessors. He was amazing. Sometimes he was kind, and sometimes he was firm and decisive. He could be completely genuine, but was a real cut-up at times. It was as if there was a grown man and a small child living inside him at the same time. Sometimes he acted like a weirdo, but sometimes he was rather sophisticated. More importantly, he treated us all like humans. And equals.
Like I do.
Just like a certain someone else I know.
He sounds like a nice person.
He was wonderful. With him, I suppose we all felt a sense of...
Where is he now?
All I heard is that he took shelter in New York. A lot of time has passed since then, and now...
Do memories mean that much to you?
Huh?
You've cut off so many of your own memories. Are they really that important to you?
I see what you mean. If I were to delete my memories of the distant past, I would be able to remember up to 5 years of events. The reason I don't do that may be different than what you think. I don't want to forget them, because they're the only proof of our existence.
That hat is so massive, man.
Our existence in that place. Our existence at that time. I want to remember. Snow White, Scarlet, Dorothy, Red Hood, Lilith, the Commander, and myself remember the way we were back then. That's also the reason why my brain structure is different from others. To cherish the past, to prove that it really happened. It's getting late. Go to bed, I'll keep watch.
I hear footsteps. Again, the past commander. It can't be Anderson, right? Because again, that was 50 years ago, and he does not look like he's over 60. He looks like he's maybe 40 at most. I mean, unless he had his body, you know, his mind implanted into another body. I'm still not entirely sure on that. Either that or he is related to the previous commander. At least. I hear footsteps. I want to take a look, but I decide against it when I hear quiet whimpering.
Should we get going? We must make our way towards the hometown of my fallen sister, whose name I do not know.
Okay.
Let's go. Come look at this flower. This is a rare flower that only grows in the desert. Its petals very much resemble needles, don't you think? Why don't you touch it?
I mean, she wants me to touch it, so I'll touch it, alright.
Does it hurt? Every rose has its thorns. Except for me, of course. Shh. Look, there's an animal. Look at the size of that cat. Want to pet it?
It's too dangerous.
How about you pet me instead?
Oh yeah, I'd love to pet that put.
Look at the clouds. Don't they look a little like...
Come on, not again. 1, 2, 4-letter word. Actually, it's a 5. Okay, so, judging by her, Boobs, Dicks. But don't they look like... Or does this also count as the same word? Okay. I'm gonna stop trying that.
Here we are. This is her hometown. Or was, rather. No trace of any inhabitants or anything living for that matter. But it's beautiful nonetheless. I believe she would be very pleased to see this. Well then, the biggest question is, what to do with them?
Small raptors wander into the flower field. The only strange thing is, they seem to be deliberately avoiding the flowers. Why are they moving so strangely?
They're malfunctioning. They should be quite easy to take down. I could dispose of them with my eyes closed. But I'll do no such thing.
Why is that?
I do not wish to sully what is soon to be my sister's final resting place. I hope to bury her somewhere that's beautiful.
What are you going to do? Rapunzel doesn't answer my question. Instead, she murmurs while touching her rosary.
Everyone, I need your help.
The rosary starts to shine. The space nearby is filled with golden particles that pour out from the rosary. At the same time, the raptors stop moving. A breeze begins to blow. The flower's petals lift up into the air as if performing a majestic ballet. Golden particles scatter to the winds. The image of a Nikke walking amongst frozen raptors is so impressive. This is a sight to behold.
Come along.
Rapunzel reaches out her hand, almost subconsciously. I take it. She chuckles and takes me to the center of the flower field.
Here. My sister, come here.
The golden particles fall into Rapunzel's palm. She kneels and places her hands on the ground. The golden particles slowly soak into the earth.
May you rest in peace. Believe her, Why not give her your blessing?
Pray. Rapunzel builds a burial mound. She also pulls several strands of her hair and puts them on the mound.
This will prevent the mound from being desecrated by any raptures in the future. It won't be long before my sister's nymph dissipates. My hair will no longer have any effect then. I hope my sister's redemption is nigh. Do you think she will have salvation?
I have no doubts.
I believe so. Thank you, believer. There they are.
Rapianis and Neon can be seen off in the distance. It seems that they haven't noticed Rapunzel and me.
Go ahead. Your teammates are waiting for you.
Are you going to build burial mounds for your other sisters?
Of course, it is my duty.
I hope to see you again.
Certainly. We will meet again, I'm sure of it. Goodbye.
I take a step.
Believer.
I turn back and see her reaching out her hands. She holds my head in both hands and puts her forehead against mine.
You are a kind person. Never forget that. I will pray for you. Stay true to yourself no matter what. May happiness guide you in your life.
You have my gratitude.
Be on your way.
I wish you a happy life ahead. I should go, but I can't move, as she continues to cradle my head in her hands. Come on.
We're so close now. Is there anything else you want to do to me? Hey, over there. Master, over here.
The moment I look away, Rapunzel disappears. Come on, you two. You had to ruin the moment. All that's left behind are a few strands of her hair. And the lingering traces of her warmth until next time, Rapunzel. Come on! Well, I was right. That was one horny nun. Am I just as bad for trying to figure out the bleeps? Probably. Am I also bad for what I, believe that the water would have been? Yes, definitely. But hey, man, it's Rapunzel. I figured anything would happen at that point. Now, did we learn anything about Red Hood? No. Sadly not. I was hoping we would. Oh boy. But yeah, either way. Rapunzel, that was a fun one to do. Now again, she feels like we're familiar to her. More so than her just knowing us, obviously. Are we similar in fact to her commander? Yes, we are. Are we actually her commander? I mean, hell, anything's possible at this point. Nothing's been, figured out yet. Everything's just theory after theory of what the heck could be happening. Now, do I want to go from horny nun to horny bunnies? I mean, I might. It's not like we're going to have any information about the next event for quite a while. So yeah, I might do Blonde next, and then Noir. Because it's currently, what, the 30th right now? When does the event end? The event ends... Well, Neon ends on the 12th. This event, however, ends on July 5th. Okay, so the 5th of July is when... So around, like, the 4th or the 3rd, we might get some more information about, like, what's coming out next. So yeah, we've got some time to do some Bond stories. Get to know some more of the girls. And again, if we do get some more information, and we do get possibly Rapi's outfit, I will do her Bond story. And maybe that will give us some more inclination of what her power is. I'm very curious to know about that.
病院にいるのもいいですが、こうして外で遊ぶのも最高です。
Yeah, I'm very interested to know. I think a long time ago I did do the first of her Bond stories. I think I did. I could be wrong, but I believe I did. But that was on another account. So yeah, either way, thank you guys for watching the Horny Nun episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will probably be propagating with some bunnies. Namely Blonde, who, FYI, 36,842, and Scarlet, 36,887. My Blonde is almost past my Scarlet in terms of power. Why? Because I can't for the life of me get a freaking pilgrim headpiece. Her skill... I didn't mean to do that. 1088, 898, 4746, 5043. So I mean, that one kind of helps Blonde a little bit. Then again, this balances it out with the 47 to 50. And again, attraction 20, attraction 10. If I could get another copy of Blonde, she would surpass Scarlet very quickly. But yeah, I think the next one I might do my favorite bunny, which is Blonde, and then her sister next. After that, I have no clue who to do. I could do the gremlin that everyone calls her, Noah. I could do Snow White. So that one might just be all about food. Who knows? Yeah, either way. Till then, I will see all you other believers later.
私をつっつき回すこの巧みな手つき、ただごとではありませんね。ブラザー、いつになったら私たちはあんなことやこんなことができるのですか？ブラザーとの思い出は一瞬たりとも忘れたくありません。欲張りですよね。